Welcome to Savor Food and Life, where healthy living and great recipes come together. I'm Mark Daniels, Executive Chef at Community Medical Center, and I have with me Dr. Blanc. How you doing today, Doc?
Doing great, Mark.
Hey, we're back at it doing some holiday things. So,
that's right.
So this one is a way that we try to get away from cans. We try to get away from pre-packaged stuff. So I love cream corn in my house.
I do too, and you know what? This is going to make me a hero because even throughout the year, I try to make a steak occasionally and do a steakhouse experience, but I've never been able to get the cream corn thing down right. And so I'm looking to try this ones on my kids the next time I do a steak for them.
Well, look, we're going to do it now. We're going to make you a pro, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to start with a little butter because we're going to.
Butter is not as bad for you as we once thought. In fact, margarine is probably worse for you. Margarine is high in trans fatty acids. And actually butter, even though it has fat and all the calories in it are from fat, a lot of them are from good fats in it. So they have a lot of medium chain fats that actually are metabolized quicker. They actually may boost our metabolism. In Europe, actually, they use a lot more butter than we do. They actually use 3 times more butter in Europe than we do, and they only have 1/3 of the population. So that means per person they're using 6 times more butter than we do, and they don't have 6 times more heart disease.
No, they don't.
They do it in moderation, and so that's the way we're going to do it.
So we have our butter. We're going to add our flour to it.
Just a little bit of flour to make sort of a roux.
Got to have something to thicken up our little bit of our cream. That's because you got to cream corn. You got to have cream.
That's right.
Okay,
very simple to do.
We're going to incorporate that together. Doesn't have to be too long. All right, we're not trying to make a gumbo here.
No,
so you don't have to cook it forever.
Thank God, man. When I get put on roux patrol by my wife, it's an hour-long thing with very heavy supervision. So I'm glad this is not so heavily supervised. And we're putting some that's milk.
Milk on this one.
So milk is wonderful. Milk is, we get a lot of vitamin D from our milk. We also get a lot of protein. 8 ounces of milk is loaded with protein, so it's a great source of protein. And we did put some heavy cream in. Heavy cream is going to give it some more fat to it, so you want to use it in moderation because it is very high in calories, but all the calories come from fat. So there's no carbs in it, so it's actually, you'll get the calories, but it'll be through a fatty calorie that will enrich the dish.
But you know, we're always talking too. This can be enjoyed by anybody, so if they want to add coconut milk or almond milk to it, they're certainly welcome to do that.
That is, if you have particularly if you have like a lactose intolerance or something like that, that is a good way to do it. And for most people who are lactose intolerant, generally the amount of lactose in butter is very small.
We want them to enjoy it. We want everybody to enjoy. We have a little bit of sugar and salt we're going to put in there. There's the salt. Okay. We're going to mix that in with our creamy mixture with our little bit of roux to it. Okay. Now we're going to add
our corn. So you could do fresh corn that you've done and just slice it off the ear, or you could use frozen corn. Either way would be a good choice. This time of the year, it may be harder to get fresh corn. But corn is very good for us also. It's a very, very good source of fiber. A serving of corn has about 5 grams of fiber in it, and 1 ear of corn has about 125 calories in it. So it's not a lot of calories, and it does actually have a little bit of protein in it. So it's actually fairly healthy.
You'll get some mileage out of it then.
Yeah, you do.
All right, see how that's coming together? It's already starting to thicken. We're going to add our Parmesan cheese to it. That kind of gives it a little bit of body to it, a little extra.
Body, and actually will give a little nuttiness in the flavor because Parmesan cheese has a little nutty flavor to it. Has some has some calcium in it, so that's a great way. Great way to actually thicken this a little bit too.
And we're getting towards the end where you know, the only thing left on the recipe is trying, right?
You got to taste this.
And you see how the cheese is starting to break down a little bit. We're having a little bit of thickness happening to it. Okay.
Beautiful. That is looking beautiful. I'm going to savor this more.
Give that a little taste there.
Okay. Wow. That is restaurant quality. So maybe I can fool my kids that I can pull off a real good cream corn.
We appreciate it. Doctor and I, we'd like to see you again next week. Thanks for joining us on Savor.
Savor Food and Life, sponsored by San Angelo Community Medical Center.